All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Martin Kruger, and I will be doing a presentation on the guitarist John Williams. So, some quick facts about him. He was born in Melbourne, Australia in 1941. So he's in his early mid 80s right now. He got his first guitar when he was 4 for Christmas from his father, who his father was a classical guitarist too. He was also well known for his jazz, but he helped to teach John, and he taught him a lot of classical guitar. John moved. They moved to London when he was 11. John really liked the guitar. He was doing really good with it, and so they moved to London so he could have better musical opportunities. He went to the Royal College of Music for most of his schooling. Um, and he made his official debut in 1958 when he was 17. I believe it was at the school too. His style. His father was a very strict teacher. He really influenced a lot of John's style, obviously, because he was one of his primary teachers for a long time. And he learned a lot, pretty much. He learned a lot from his father. It influenced his style a lot. Again, when he moved to London, he was allowed to be taught by Andre Segovia, who is one of the most renowned classical guitarists of like modern-ish age. Like he's like changed the scene a lot. He's done a lot of very influential pieces. Just a really good classical guitarist. So that really influenced John Williams a lot. But John Williams has said John Williams said that Andre Segovia kind of tried to wasn't the best teacher because he kind of tried to like force his own mannerisms onto his students and would kind of get angry when they wouldn't do them. So John Williams wasn't like the favorite, or he didn't like Andre Segovia's teaching that much compared to his own. Classical is his primary style. Again, that's just kind of that's kind of his core is classical. That's what he was taught growing up mostly. But he just really doesn't have a defined genre. He's played so many different genres. For example, with Pete Townsend, he played with him a rock guitarist. They played a rock song, um, and that really shows how diverse his range is. Going from classical to rock is kind of like a big leap, but he's done many other things like jazz, flamenco, other stuff too. He plays so many genres. He has a very diverse range of style. Some of his discography. Some of his biggest works are his albums with Julian Bream. Um, they're just very good albums. Both of these artists, they learned from Andre Segovia. They were classmates, I believe, and they just like really synergize very well on the guitar. Their albums are all just really good. They have really good melodies. Their tone on their guitars are very, very good. And just again, they have great synergy together. Their songs are just amazing. Um, he made the song Cavatina, which was an intro song to a movie. It's probably his most popular individual pieces. Or oops. But very good song, very calming like intro type music, and it's just played very technically well. He was also in the band Sky in the late 70s and early 80s, who made songs like Toccata and some others that I'll talk about later. Just a very cool band that a very cool band that experimented a lot. They were a very experimental group. Again, going off of John Williams' style, he's a very diverse guy. Like he doesn't stick just to like classical music like Andre Segovia would. Like he experiments a lot within the albums he's done with all the works he's done with Sky. Um, the song he did with Pete Townsend of the Who was "Won't Get Fooled Again." Very again that popularized him a lot. He got into like the rock music um, area of the industry, and that just again goes to show how vast his range of styles is. Um, some of his albums, he did a Spanish guitar music album with like song Asturias is very popular. This is a very flamenco-y album, as you can guess from the Spanish, it being Spanish. But again, he doesn't really stick to just flamenco. He brings in classical. He brings in he brings in some other genres that he likes to play. It's also experimental in a way. But very good album. An album he released with Sky was Sky One, one of their more popular albums, with songs like Westway and Caroline, just really showing how experimental they can go with their music. John Williams on guitar, his electric guitar work is just really good. And again, it shows how vastly and broadly he can use the guitar. Like not he can't he's not restricted to just a acoustic guitar. He can do all sorts of things. Some awards and accolades he's received. He got a Grammy for Best Chamber Music Performance for his album with Julian Bream. He won that in 1978. It was the 15th Grammys, and again, I think it's well deserved. They synergize very well on all their albums. But this one won a Grammy, and I definitely think it deserves it. He was officer of the Order of the British Empire and of Australia for his service to music because he's done so much in the music game. He's just a really influential guitarist. He's done just so much more than most guitarists have done. He also had seven Grammy nominations total. He only got the one win, but seven nominations too. And he won Brit Awards for Best Classical Recording, and he won a BASCA Gold Badge Award. Some of his impact: he's an honorary member of the Royal Academy of Music. He created and ran the guitar department of the Royal College of Music after he graduated, and he was a professor at the Royal College of Music for 13 years. So, alongside being just such an amazing guitarist, he's also teaching. He's teaching so many students how to like be creative and be your own person. One thing I really like about John Williams is he doesn't conform to anybody's rules in any way, and I really like that because it just allows for better expression of self. Um, because you can, it's I don't know, it's like other a lot of other artists are just playing what they think they should be playing, not what they really could be playing, if that makes sense. Like John Williams plays what he wants to play, and it's just really beautiful. And he's teaching that too, or he was teaching for a while doing that. And last but not least, his personal life. He was married three times, first to Barbara Ruick, then Sue Cook, then Kathy Panama, who he's still married to now. He has two children, a son with Charlie Cook, or a son Charlie with Sue Cook, and he has a daughter Kate, who's a jazz pianist, with his second wife, or with his first wife, Barbara Ruick. And he remains in contact with many of the colleges that he used to work at and go to. Um, and so he's still a big part. There's still a big part of his life outside of what he does. All right, thank you.